Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Hello Twitch chat, how are you all doing? So chat reminded me, and I want to do the video already now, even though it's going to affect you only in a month. But it gives you an idea of what my thought process is behind it. So, during the Christmas patch, starting on the 1st of December, you simply need to log into the game client to claim a free tier 9 tech tree ship. You can choose between Lepanto, Izumo, Riga, Sejong, or Fletcher. You will also receive 2 Santa gifts containers as well as 1 copy of the Emerald Snowflake and Cozy Sweater permanent camouflages. In case you already own the ship you choose, you will receive instead 225,000 XP that may choose for unlocking another tech tree branch. So, I want to quickly go over my thought process here, and when it comes to the Fletcher, I'm starting with Fletcher. Fletcher leads you to gearing. Now, I think Fletcher is a pretty cool ship, still even after these years, but gearing is kind of power crept in the game, so keep this in mind. This is for right now if you don't have any of the ships, so I wouldn't choose Fletcher really for it. Izumo brings you to the Yamato. If you kind of want to have the 32mm overmatch, it's definitely a solid choice. Keep in mind though, also Yamato is very easy to punish. It's more like a medium to long range ship, so not really made for brawling. However, if we exclude Yamato itself, Izumo is a really strong tier 9 as well, which should not be underrated, but I also wouldn't pick it as my first glance. What I really would go for is the next one, and that's gonna be the Lepanto. Lepanto leads you currently, is a solid tier 9. It's actually pretty strong in my opinion, even though the guns can be a bit trolly, but it has sap. The reason why you could pick Lepanto is, if you don't have that tech tree line, is simply you will get Colombo afterwards. And Colombo is currently the best battleship in the game. I just did a game before this whole explanation video here, where I played Colombo even with a reload mod. On purpose, not using the unique upgrade, which is crazy overpowered. I just used the reload mod to showcase you, even if you don't have the unique upgrade, Colombo is an instant S tier battleship and pretty much still the best tier 10. Like, even if you have no unique upgrade for it, it's worth to take Colombo because the ship is just brutally overpowered AF. Like, no joke, it's the best BB pretty much on tier 10. Even with reload mods, so keep that in mind. If you don't have it, I would definitely recommend to choose Lepanto because again, you get the best BB on tier 10 currently in the game. Now, if you have Colombo already for whatever reason, my second pick would be the Riga. Why Riga? Riga is first of all a pretty good tier 9 as well, and Riga leads you afterwards to the Petropavlovsk, which is also one of the best cruisers currently in the game. Same rule applies for Petro, just like for Colombo. The unique upgrade on Petro is insane, but you do not need it. Even with reload mod, Petropavlovsk is absolutely insane and super tanky, insanely good guns, super flat in the water, absolutely amazing boat. So my 2 top picks would definitely be Riga and Colombo if you don't have them. Now, the last one that you could get is the Sejong. And the Sejong leads you also to a very powerful ship. The Sejong itself is also alright if you are liking light cruisers with a lot of deep water torpedoes. It will lead you to Jinan. And Jinan is not easy to play because you have smoke screens but no hydro. So the more beginner players will probably suffer a bit with it, like not predicting when torpedoes come into your smoke and so on. But Jinan nevertheless is absolutely crazy. You have insanely good fire chance and high HE DPM on the guns, and you have a complete bonkers arsenal when it comes to torpedoes, which is 10 per side, deep water, 13.5 km range, and you even have a torpedo reload booster, so you could in theory even dish out 40 torpedoes within like 20 seconds, which is absolutely crazy, and you can block entire pushes with it. So that's definitely also a very good ship to take. Now, to summarize it, I would go first Lepanto, then Riga, and then Sejong, then Izumo, and then Fletcher. Keep in mind, what you can also do is, which is very nice, let's say you have the Colombo and the Riga and you're not interested, for example, in the Izumo, you can also choose a ship that you already have. Like, you can choose the Riga again, and then you get 225,000 free XP, which you could, for example, use on the Gdansk line, or which you could use on the St. Martin line, and so on. So, it's up to you in that department. But if you don't have a lot of ships, and generally speaking, you don't have any really tier 9 or 10, or only a few, I would definitely recommend you getting Lepanto or Riga, because they're absolutely amazing. If you want something completely else, then go Sejong, but keep in mind it's not the easiest to play. Meanwhile, Lepanto and Riga are fairly straightforward and extremely expensive. Extremely easy to play. Especially Lepanto, it's a battleship. Battleships tend to be the easiest class to play in the game. And yeah, that's my little thought about it. So definitely first Lepanto or Riga, and then the rest pretty much. Or a completely different tech tree. That's up to you, but these are crazy good ships. I do expect Colombo to at some point, I think they're gonna realize in a few months or years, eventually they're gonna probably nerf Colombo. Maybe the unique upgrade, maybe the ship itself, although I think if they would ever nerf it, it's gonna be the unique upgrade and they don't touch the ship. And even if they would do it, the ship is absolutely crazy strong in the current state, as I prove with the reload mod only video as well. But thank you for watching, hope you liked this. I went over for them real quick. If you're looking for a nice tanky radar cruiser, go with the Petro and ridiculous shells. If you want to this insane blapping power with Zap, go for the Lepanto. Or if you want to be the torpedo nemesis with good HE spam, go with the Sejong. Thank you for watching, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, boys. This was a very short overview, but especially for newer players, it's a good direction to tell you which ships are the strongest currently in the game. Thank you and bye bye. There we go.